I made this record for you to jam, so use it.
From the theme parks to downtown brick streets, from winter garden to sandy bare feet, everywhere the light touches is our kingdom. We're spilling tea and dropping wisdom. Don't worry about missing the headlines. We're here to help. It's the Orlando Shine.
It's the Orlando Shine Show with the Bus and Brendan.
That's the bus. This is Brendan. We're hanging out in Maitland today at I was going to say fancy. It's not fancy. We're at a coffee shop.
Blackbird.
Comics
and coffee.
Comics, coffee,
Games.
and
more.
and the types of people that those things
Like
attract.
you.
Like me, but more like nerdy.
Is that possible?
I guess.
Nerdier version
I
of
think
you?
I present a little cooler.
You
don't
think
I?
so? Probably.
In my head,
I
I
think
do.
so.
In my head, I
so.
present as not
You
super
could,
nerdy.
you could beat up these nerds if you had to.
if I had to.
But then we are here too.
And
So
a
what does
zombie-
that say about us?
that we're nerdy, and I've come here a lot. So
I
I
actually
guess
like.
it does.
I like records. I don't. Yeah, I'm not into comics.
And- okay.
I like the idea of comics.
Okay.
I just don't. I used to collect one comic when I was younger.
I feel like I knew what it was.
Tales
it
from the
Archie?
Crypt comics.
Did you know that's on Amazon now?
Yeah,
The
it's
old
not-
show?
I think it's on AMC and Shudder.
Yes.
Yes. No,
Which
I
I
know.
have. So if you need access to my
I would
Prime-
love that because I love that show because it's
It's
not on
re-
HBO because it
It
ran on
holds up.
HBO, but it's not on their streaming because I don't think they had the rights.
I'll give
to
you
the
my
show.
Shudder password.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll watch. All
I'm
right.
hardcore started. I'm not hardcore. I've watched 3 episodes, and the first one is that
The Santa Claus one. Did you watch that one?
that one. That's the last one I watched.
Okay.
Crazy, because it's like a bad Santa Claus guy.
Yeah, because he's. We should. Yes, I
Yeah,
love Tales
we
from
can
the
talk
Crypt.
about
It's
this, too.
great.
This is
It's great.
fine.
I actually think they should revive Tales from the Crypt.
I'm
and do,
surprised they
like,
haven't.
Horror movie or horror show, but with like current actors. I think people would jump at that.
And like in kind of like a Black Mirror type of way too, if it's a different director instead of
Yes.
actors in every episode.
And they don't have to be an hour. I mean, they did it in 30 minutes in
Yeah.
Tales from the Crypt. That's enough.
That's more than enough.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sometimes it's a little too long
Ah,
for some
no,
of
I
those
agree.
scripts.
Those
They're really
yeah.
hamming it up. My favorite was the electric chair one.
Okay.
That guy, he's an electric chair attendant, a security guard, and then he loses his job and he goes and takes it to the street and starts getting
It's a
criminals who
great
are getting
show.
away with
It's
things.
a great show.
Yeah, really good. Anyway, busy week.
I was
John.
gone last week. Where'd you guys go? I didn't even listen.
Where
I'm
did
sorry.
we go? I don't even know where we went.
Were you with Scotty?
I was
assume?
with Scotty. Scotty the body.
Oh, you went to the Blue Man thing.
We did, but we couldn't record there because it turned into a big party in the middle of Icon Park, and then we went somewhere after. And
Somewhere
I can't,
nearby?
I can't even tell you.
Whatever.
Oh my
You're
gosh, it's a
drunk and
blur.
high.
Yeah, I don't do either of those things anymore.
I
I'm
was
so
in San
bored.
Antonio, so thank you, Scotty, for
subbing in.
Yes.
Oh, I know where we went. Ziggy's Pizza and Thirsty Topher, and we got in a fight.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it's a contentious episode. It
What
was
were you fighting
spicy.
over? Maybe I need to listen now.
He got mad at me because he saw something and then he said something about something he saw, and then I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "I didn't say that." And I was like, "You old man, you 100% just said that." And then he was like pretending that he didn't say anything, and so it was holding a grudge, and I wouldn't let it slide. I was like, "You're gaslighting me on you being old and dumb."
Wow.
Yeah, so I held it against him for the rest of the show. So yeah, we were spicy with each other for the whole show.
Okay, well, thank you for filling in, Scott.
You're welcome.
Appreciated.
And then I went to Fringe last week and did a video with Brenda, which was fun.
I missed all of Fringe.
You didn't see one thing.
I didn't. I was out of town for a lot of it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I think my stuff is coming.
Oh, your tea is there?
My tea is coming. I didn't hear my name. That's great.
Okay. Oh,
you so
bringing
much.
it to us. All right. Thank you so much. What did you get? Some oatmeal too?
I did. I got some overnight oats and a chamomile with honey.
It's 3 in the afternoon.
I haven't eaten yet. I haven't eaten. Yeah, I know.
Oh man, you need to eat, Brendan.
I know.
You're wasting away.
Intermittent fasting, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, me too. Between meals,
Between
I
meals.
intermittent fast.
And one of us looks better, so I think you're doing it right. I've been running today. I did the Florida Prize press preview was this morning, so I
Cool.
had to go to Oma.
How was it?
It was great.
Was there one that sticks out?
Yes, and I think her name was Charo, which is great. But it's one of the largest exhibits, and if you don't know what Florida Prize is, it's all Florida artists. I want to say there's 13 this year. Charo, I think, is from Miami, and she's very influenced by like the thoughts of like voodoo, spiritualism, and guardian spirits, and so she's tried to like put them to shape. And there's a little bit of like biblical angel stuff there, John. Big tall statue, really, really cool. She is bizarre as hell, and it shows in her stuff. And
I love it.
Weird like pagan
Is she
scribbles on the walls.
Is she a painter?
Some painting, mostly sculptural, but she is like drawn on the walls, like a little bit insane asylum stuff there. Like it's crazy, but it made me gasp.
Opens this weekend?
Tonight it opens. They have a Florida Prize preview tonight, Friday night.
If you got invited, you're not listening to us.
No, you're there partying it up. But you can walk in this weekend.
Did you tell them about their sound system?
No, I didn't tell them. I didn't have an opportunity. There was a lot of talking happening, and I was on an express route because I also had to go see Tom and Dan. So I was on Tom and Dan's Friday free show all day today.
They had a little bit of a sound issue last year at Florida Prize. So
not great.
Hopefully they figure that out.
Or they
year.
just don't talk, which would be fine.
Maybe just interpretive dance up there. That would probably be better. I love the Florida Prize because it is like contemporary artists.
Contemporary
and some of it's wild.
On the
great.
edge of making it big, usually. Like they all are about to make it big, and some of those pieces were fantastic. And actually, when you walk in, they have this guy, Jason Hackenworth, who's been here before. He did something at Art and History Museums, John, and it was like inflatables, like inflatable balloons.
Cool.
And that looked like weird microscopic creatures, but he remakes
I think
them
I know
with
who you're
balloons.
talking about. I might have had him on West.
I'm sure you did.
This would have been back in 2016.
Yeah, I think handsome guy.
I don't remember his looks.
Okay.
I do remember everybody at the station thought they looked like female private parts.
They kind of do a little bit, and there's a huge one hanging in the foyer when you come in, and it's very phallic, but it's balloons, giant latex balloons. I don't know. You go decide
Go
for
see it.
yourself.
Go see it.
We did the Dome preview at the Orlando Science Center. That's their new big fancy 360 theater.
How'd it look?
Super impressive. Yeah, I just sit at the back. I've gone twice since it's kind of opened.
It hasn't actually opened yet,
June
right?
1st is when it opens to the public. And, they're bringing back the laser light shows. I sat with Tracy from Tom and Dan, and we just kind of giggled the whole time. But we got to see all the previews for the shows that are coming. So there's like a humpback whale one, which I think looked the most impressive. I was making jokes about the moon one because it was this big dramatic lead up to how long it takes to get to the moon, and you're in a little capsule and you get there, and then I was like, and then you got to poop in a bag. They just left it there on the surface. I can't stop thinking about that. And I was at the Pop-Up Bagels opening today.
Oh.
Yeah, and I actually
all
forgot.
the Instagrammers were there.
They were.
I saw some videos and
I left your
photos.
bagels at Tom and Dan's studio,
That's
actually.
all right.
I can't
I'll
eat
get
them.
them next time I'm there.
Okay, gosh, I paid for them, too.
Really? They didn't give you free bagels?
No, I brought them for Tom and Dan, and they can't eat them because they do stuff with Jeff's Bagels.
Oh, yeah.
So they couldn't
Can't
eat
even-
the stuff
can't
I
even
brought.
eat 'em?
No, because they're so loyal. I love that. And I was like, okay, well, I'll bring it to John, and
Maybe
I
they
forgot
could
them.
try them to see how they compare.
No,
No?
No.
Not even look.
Die hard. No, they're
Just
nope.
throw them away.
Nope.
Maybe just
they only eat
burn
what they
'em.
get paid to eat.
I'm not saying you have to do it on camera. They could eat it off camera.
You would think. I don't know. Maybe they will because I left them there. I hope so. I hope they don't just throw them out.
Were they? Oh, you didn't even try them.
No, I was hoping we could all try them together. There's like a dill pickle schmear
This is the place that opened in Winter Park.
in Winter Park. It was like a smoothie juice place.
Soho Juice, I think it was called, right?
Next, behind where the chicken place was, right on the
Yes.
corner. Was that Fairbanks and
1792.
1792?
Yeah. I don't know what it was like years ago. Wasn't it like a Subway or something? I think it was
gosh,
a
I
Subway a
don't know.
long time ago.
You can get to it from behind. What is that? The chicken fire? The old chicken fire parking lot?
Yes, I think so.
I think so,
There's
too.
a Chick-fil-A right there too. It might be the Chick-fil-A.
Oh, it's the Chick-fil-A. It's the Chick. They go through that. That's my tip for you. If you're going to go to this place, go through the Chick-fil-A parking lot. Park in the Chick-fil-A parking lot. and then get in
On
there.
Sunday. They're not open anyway.
Yeah, right? Go get it. Fringe, anyway, back to Fringe. They had a really good year, so everyone's saying they're back because they
Good.
since the pandemic kind of struggled. Leadership changes and programming stuff, and the state didn't want to give them any money, so they really had to do some Pilates and fix their core. And it seems like it's back. They had 1,700 artists from 4 different countries, 15 states, and they had 1,000 ticketed shows the whole time, and they sold. I guess they paid out $500,000.
Great
to local.
That's great.
To all those.
I wasn't one of them. I apologize. I just wasn't in town for most of it.
Shout out to Jimbo Wood who did a lot of reviews for us, so we didn't have to see as much. Scotty was all gung ho about.
Did you
going
go
to
see something?
Shows.
Anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a few
Was something
reviews.
Stick out to you?
Yeah, there was one. I'm getting a little buzz. Are you getting a buzz?
No.
No. Okay, maybe it's just these.
Your dumpy headphones?
phones.
I got the good headphones.
Yeah, okay. That's probably what it is. They've been in a bag for who knows how long. What was the question?
Was there a show that stuck out to you?
Yeah, generic male. I think they're from New York, these 2 dancer guys, but there's a little bit of clown and improv movement stuff, a little comedy, and I thought it was going to be like a thirst trap. Hot guys dancing.
That's
together.
why you went to it?
That's why I went. It's literally why I went, because they are hot, and they take their shirts off, and you're just like 2 dads, daddies dancing and touching nips, and then it turned into a really beautiful take on masculinity and like toxic masculinity. And there's a piece where this guy talks about his son going off to war and how he was so proud of him at the beginning, and then he like reenacted his son dying in the war, but through dance, and it was crazy. It was beautiful. I haven't seen someone dance like that ever. He was doing this weird shuffle thing with his feet, and I was captivated, and not just because he was showing his nips. It was a beautiful, beautiful show. Yeah, so great Fringe this year. I'm stoked for next year. I poo-pooed them a few years in a row.
I'll be sure to make it next year. I just had a busy few weeks.
Okay, yeah, whatever. We'll get you in there. And then you and I went and saw a great movie.
We did. Yeah, we went and saw The Warriors.
Yeah, The Warriors.
It was good.
At NZN. They showed it on VHS.
Yeah, that was a fun way to do it.
Yeah, to pay money to go see a crap movie.
Visually it didn't look great, but I think that adds to the ambiance.
I thought it did. I hated seeing the previews in that filter of VHS.
Yeah.
It doesn't blow up well. But the movie itself, I did feel it like grounded it. Because if that movie was presented in high def, gross.
You think so?
I think so. I don't want to see that.
I mean, I would like to see it because it wasn't in widescreen either. It was like a TV, so it was fun. I had a good time.
I watch so much of my television or movies on my computer screen when I'm working, but when I sit with Scotty out in the living room and he has something on our big fancy TV, that it's one of those ones that can turn into like a painting.
Yes.
When it's not on TV.
Yes.
It's too real.
I can't watch. So I have a thing where I don't want to watch a movie on a computer screen. I think it takes away. No, it takes away from it. It's not what the person who made the movie wanted you to see it on.
Okay.
And
I
try, but sometimes you have to. If you're traveling or whatever, and you want to watch a movie,
depends on what it is. Like if it's a really cinematic piece, that I would rather watch it on our TV.
I would not want to watch like Dune on a tiny TV.
No, we did that on a projector screen in our backyard because I was so excited.
Yes,
we ended up falling asleep.
It's a long movie.
I have an investigative piece out right now.
Let's hear it.
For Winter Garden City Planning Department, I think is acting a little shady. They've been working on, since 2023, this large residential development out on Johns Lake. It's called Johns Lake Urban Village PUD, and they voted on it last night. You can't tune in to watch it live. Winter Garden
They don't have
meetings.
A stream nowhere?
No, but they will share the audio the day after. And so it's the day after. I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. So I don't know
You don't know if it passed
I don't know if it passed, but it's looking like it was going to pass. Everybody's on board at the city.
What's wrong with the development? What's wrong with building some houses?
There's nothing generally wrong with building houses. Everyone knows I'm kind of pro-development, pro-smart development, if it makes sense. And this seems like a kind of a interesting infill project, but the way that they went about it is wrong from what I'm seeing. Somebody else, a resident, did a information request, and so they sent me all these emails where between the staff and this developer, and it's kind of, I would say, shady. And
how so? Like,
so a
explain
planning staff asked the developer. So they got 40 some letters from residents expressing concern and
we don't want this. We don't want this.
Say, we don't want this. And what happens? Like what the traffic study? I'll tell you, the traffic study says that it would increase traffic on the street by 200%.
I mean, you add how many houses is it? Do you know?
Oh, I can't.
A lot.
I can't remember. It's a lot.
Okay. I mean,
like,
no matter what you do, if you're going to add houses, you're going to get more traffic.
But traditionally, if it goes from like 0 to 200% on a road, then you have to offset it somehow. But there's no plan to offset it. They're just kind of moving it forward. And one of the emails, it's the city planner asking their lawyer, hey, there's no rule against, like, if someone fails a traffic assessment like this, that doesn't impede a project, right? And the lawyer was like, no, it does impede it, and here's why. And you could tell the city planner was like, oh, which is a little weird that they're slanted that way from the beginning in favor of a project. You shouldn't be that way as a city planner. You should be neutral, right? And just work with the data, and you're not interpreting it for anyone, but this person was interpreting it. And then that same person then sent all of those letters that people had written in, and sent them to the developer via their personal phone.
Okay.
Right.
Is that to get around public records requests?
I guess, but also to say, hey, here are these things. Can you write back your rebuttal? And they did, but they really kind of just wrote it for the city planner.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
Which, that's not okay. You can't do that. I think a lot of city planners will work with them and say, what's your response to traffic, right? Or what is your response to this? And then they can quote them, but it's another thing then to present it as the city's stance, and that's what they're doing. And they had to. There's a whole rezoning about the property that had to get done. The developer's attorney helped them rewrite the zoning ordinance.
Oh, all right.
Like the whole thing. They sent it. This same city planner sent it to them for review, and then they redlined it and sent it back. Like, that's not okay.
So like it's from the city, but it's really from the
It's
attorney.
from the developer. It's from that attorney, and we have the email, and so we shared it. And so I'm really interested to see if that went through.
Anybody get back to you on anything?
I sent all these emails, all these questions. I said, hey, I have these emails. I have questions. I sent it to their PIO. Their PIO took a couple days to get back to me and said, we're much too busy.
I
can't answer these questions, but they will try to answer them at the city council. So we'll see if they did, because I'm going to listen to that file today. Right. And I'd love to hear what they have to say about my 12 questions. I seriously doubt they answered them at city council. And if they did, I will eat crow and we'll share them. Can't wait to hear what they have to say. Attic nightclub closing this weekend downtown.
I was trying to think. I'm not sure. I might have went in there once or twice.
It used to be Treehouse.
I was going to say, was there like a bird? Was it called like the Crow or something? Or
no, that's next door.
That's next door. All right, but they're next to each other.
On Pine
Street,
downtown.
All right. I probably went in there once or twice.
I think it was the Treehouse, and then it got taken over by Matty Bullitt.
I saw his interview on I think Channel 6.
Oh, he talked about it?
I saw
the TV news was all over this.
Yeah, they were. And it was sort of like what's happening with downtown, but that was sort of the crux of the story. Talking about the attic closing, and sort of the issue was that he was saying like college kids aren't coming downtown anymore.
No.
And like their parents are telling them, do not go downtown, it's unsafe, so they're not.
Even I'd love to hear from the kids that are living downtown at Creative Village, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Has that affected enrollment?
Possibly.
For those courses?
I'm not even sure what classes are at UCF downtown.
Rosen, like the hospitality stuff is
downtown. I thought that
downtown.
was way out by I Drive.
I don't know. I guess we're going to have to find out.
I think they have a campus out there.
What I just heard was a great idea for a news story. So let's,
but anyway,
out.
So the attic closed, and it's just another restaurant, bar, nightclub that has closed in downtown Orlando.
Well, and the same weekend, or that became apparent that Motorworks Brewing had closed, and that's up the street, kind of on the edge. They had not been doing well for a while.
No,
actually, traditionally, I don't think anything that's done well in that space.
The Fiat dealership, no.
Did not do well. What was it after that? There was another brewery, Brew Theory.
Oh yeah.
But that was them, and there was a pizza Elliot had that pizza thing in there, Recess Pizza.
Just couldn't make it. None of them could make it.
And that was always because they were on the periphery of downtown. But a la carte seems to be doing well, even though it's subsidized by the city of Orlando. There's more development happening north of those properties, so more residential stuff. I see more people walking. I don't think it's as like iffy to put something in there. I think it's just Motorworks.
Yeah, I mean, breweries are tough anyway, and I think a lot of breweries have had a hard go, but even downtown especially, because I don't know if people are coming downtown to drink beers. They want to go to the club maybe, but I just
club it up.
It does speak to the fact of, another 2 places closing. We can talk more about it when we come back.
Let's take a break. Let's take a break, John.
All right, well, we're here at Blackbird Comics here in Maitland, just hanging out. And Brendan's drinking tea.
And I'm going to get some comics.
If you're listening to the Orlando Shine Show right now, you can thank Attorney Mo DeWitt.
I sure am thanking him right now. He does so many cool things around town in Central Florida, and I'm just so thankful that he's supporting Orlando Shine.
And if you want to find out more about Attorney Mo DeWitt, all you got to do is go to justcallmo.com.
Justcallmo.com. This episode is sponsored by Legacy Life Project. Legacy Life Project creates beautifully crafted video biographies that preserve life stories on film. They capture voice, wisdom, personality in a way that photos or written memories just simply can't. Recently, the Legacy Life Project traveled with me to Canada to the North Shore of Lake Superior to interview my father, and I was there for the whole process, including filming on location at archaeological sites that my dad had documented during his career, and that's great because he was starting to forget a lot of things, so having me there to hold his hand through the process was vital. And it's also a memory that I got to make of the process. That's exactly what Legacy Life Project does. They help families preserve memories and stories that matter in a way that feels intentional, respectful, and lasting. Head on over to LegacyLifeProject.com right now and start saving those stories for future generations, especially if they're juicy. Central Florida has spoken. After 8,826 votes, 5 incredible artists are taking the stage at the Beecham. Central Florida Public Media presents the 3rd annual Tiny Desk Concert Showcase on Thursday, June 4th at the Beecham in downtown Orlando. This year's lineup features Cassidy Johnson, Fernando Dapo, Sarah Rogo, Camilo, Corey Ashton. 5 artists chosen by you, Central Florida, to represent the best of the local music scene. From 67 submissions, you narrowed it down to 12 finalists, and you voted, and these top 5 rose to the top like the cream. This isn't just a concert, it's a celebration. One night, 5 artists, the Beecham, Thursday, June 4th. Get in there, y'all. Central Florida, publicmedia.org/tinydesk. Congratulations, y'all. This week at Enzian Theater, a movie that hits all the right notes, Tuner, winner of the Audience Award for Best International Feature at the 2026 Florida Film Festival, is a whip-smart, genre-bending film you won't see coming. Leo Woodall stars as a gifted piano tuner whose rare auditory gift catches the attention of the wrong people. Dustin Hoffman, Havana Rose Liu, and Jean Reno round out an incredible cast in this quick-witted mix of heist thriller, odd couple, friendship, and unexpected romance, playing now through June 4th. And this Sunday, May 31st, don't miss a special 25th anniversary screening of All About Lily Choo Choo, Shunji Iwa's stunning coming-of-age epic. It's one morning only, 11 a.m. Enzian Theater, blah, 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 movies. Summer is sensational with Orange County Library System. Summer at your library returns June 1st through July 26th with reading challenges and fun for everyone starting June 1st. Visit a library location near you to pick up reading trackers. Kids can choose one free book donated by the Friends of the Orange County Library System while supplies last. Learn more about the Reading Challenge and free events for all ages at ocls.org/summer. That's ocls.org/summer.
I made this record for you to jam, so use it.
Welcome back to the Orlando Shine Show with the Bus and Brendan.
That was the bus. This is Brendan from OrlandoShine.com, hanging out at Blackbird Comics and Coffee.
Yeah, we're here in Maitland. You're drinking a tea right now.
Sip on it right now.
Having some overnight oats. I'm looking at some comics and some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and some records.
Oh, we're the Teenage Mutant
right
Ninja
behind
Turtles.
you. Yeah, there's a Krang.
That's the brain guy that lives in that bald man's belly.
Yeah, it's a fun spot. If you like comics, come check it out.
And it's hopping.
It is. Like I luckily got us a space to do our show today.
And it's kind of the best place for us to have
it
done
really
the show.
is. Yeah, we're right next to the Iron Giant poster.
I love that movie.
I've actually never seen that movie.
What?
I know people love it. I've just never seen it.
You would love it.
I'm sure I would.
There's
I was a little
beatnik
old
in
when it came. I was already in high school when it came out, so I wasn't probably going to go to the theater and see it. Nothing against you if you saw it in the theater. But
I actually don't know where I saw it. I've always loved animated movies, so I might have seen that in the
I'm
theater.
sure it's great. I know people really love that. I should watch it.
I think my mom had a crush on the beatnik character.
Anyway, we're hanging out here. We were talking about downtown Orlando before the break about the attic closing. And
who's that young new girl woman anchor at Channel 6? And
I don't know.
She'll keep doing these videos where she's just almost on the edge of outrage about things. What's happening downtown?
Oh, was it like Jamie or
what's going on downtown?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is this? Another place closed? And I'm like, yeah, because it's a bar, and it's literally what the city is trying to make these bars do. The city wants less bars downtown. They're making it harder.
We've talked about this before. Like, so then what's the plan? Like, is the plan to just try to get every bar to close?
And have restaurants and things.
And so hopefully somebody's going to say, yeah, things are good downtown. I'm going to spend all this money to open a restaurant? Like, yeah, I don't know if I would do that.
They have incentive programs in place to replace those bars once they close and open up. They have incentive things in place that where something new will hopefully come in and open up.
So that noodles place, is that what they're trying to do?
Yeah.
Wasn't there like a 24-hour noodles place that opened?
It's
or late
opening.
Night? Okay.
I don't know what's taking so long, but it is opening.
Probably permitting. But like, is that the example of bar closes, restaurant opens. So that's the goal.
The issue is there's not as much office workers downtown, right? So who are the people that are going to be patronizing these restaurants and things once they open? Because restaurants have always been tough for people downtown, even when the offices were open.
True.
So once these new restaurants open in place, who's going downtown to eat in those restaurants?
I mean, I would argue if you do have a critical mass of a lot of cool restaurants, you will draw people, but you're going to need more than.
It's going to be a tough 5 years.
Oh no, I know. I'm saying you're going to need about 30 or 40 new restaurants where people.
Lake Eola's about to go through their big overhaul. They're about to build that new park on the corner of Pine and Orange right downtown. So there is some investment dollars and some overhaul coming. The new two-way streets once those reopen. Like it is kind of. You would hope maybe all of that will lead to some sort of gold rush of new things coming downtown, but I don't think you're ever going to see retail opening up like what they want.
Tell me any like downtown that has like a retail. Like there's just not
Winter
a lot.
Park.
Okay, well that's
Castleberry is a better retail, but that's fine to have one street. St. Pete is multiple streets, but they were designed for that before St. Pete ever really happened. The designers, what was that, Olmsted? I can't remember who. That was designed for retail to thrive downtown.
All right.
Downtown Orlando wasn't necessarily designed for that. I don't think.
So you think restaurants are the way to quote unquote save downtown?
I think no, but that's the easy response for when a bar moves out. Is a non-bar use to move in.
Why not have both? Like, why not encourage restaurants and bars.
That's what they
and
used to do.
nightclubs.
That's what they used to
like,
do.
can't they all intermingle and
nightclub
make
is a dirty word. Even if you're doing something with GDB or DLP, like you can tell the businesses that they're highlighting downtown, anything that's kind of city funded or city related, the narrative is never going to mention bar uses anymore. It's always non-bar, non-nightclub
But
uses.
like, if you're going to open a restaurant, theoretically downtown, and you're going to run it and you're going to do well, you're probably going to be done by 10, right? Like your clientele is going to be kind of wrapping up by 10.
Yeah, and that's what they want.
Great.
Yeah.
So couldn't you still have like nightclubs and bars that start ramping up at 10?
They don't
So
want in a healthy city, that's exactly what you want. That's when we had a night mayor, when we had a nighttime economy manager. That was literally their job, was to make sure that we had a thriving after 10 economy. But with that was coming some crime issues.
But like every city has crime. Every city has issues. Like
They
you
did,
just
but
manage
it really
them.
spiked in the pandemic, and that happened nationwide.
Okay.
But for whatever reason, our current administration at City Hall took it personally, and they took it as a sign that the next downtown Orlando should not have nightclubs. I don't know if it's an extension of what Daisy Lynham started, with the kicking people out at 2 a.m. because before that you could party all night. There wasn't like a 2 a.m. closure of bars. That's what started when we had, and then with that 2 a.m. closing of the bars, John, came everybody then interacting at 2 a.m. as they were kicked out of the bars at a certain time, and then we had clashes with people as they're on their way to the parking garages.
So I got another question. I got another theoretical question for you, Brendan.
Okay, let's see what I got. Let's see what I can make up.
You and I have both lived here. You've lived here since how long?
Oh God, I think as long as you, right?
No, I moved here in 2010. So how long? When did you move here to Orlando?
I don't know. I think I've been here almost 18 years.
Okay. So in those 20-ish years that
Yeah.
you and I have both kind of lived here, do you think you could point to a year and be like, that was the best year of downtown Orlando? Like that was the time to be alive.
See, for me, it was when Wall Street was really killing it with the old ownership, and Paul and Paul Emery was running it. Do you remember? Like,
I mean, I remember when Wall Street was the space to like go, like hang out.
It wasn't dangerous. It was
yeah.
just fun. I missed the Church Street days.
Me too.
I was there for some of the fun Church Street stuff, Hamburger Mary's, some activations at Cheyenne Saloon, Ceviche, those, and then they would do street party programming.
Yes. I've seen the photos. I mean, it looks awesome. But
yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure. So if that, let's just say that's your peak Orlando, the
in the
90s.
mid-teens.
Is that the goal to go back to that? You think the city's like, we should get back to that?
No, because that was nightclub based.
But like obviously that was
We
a
came
good
here
time
before
for downtown Orlando, correct? So why
yeah.
not Why not?
Because they don't want the
okay.
booze. They don't want the booze. They
All
don't
right.
want the high. They say they don't want. I think it might come from the police too. Might be driving that narrative of, because what's the number, John? I feel like I might be making this up, but is it like 40% of the police on duty
All
on the
work
weekend or
roughly
downtown?
I don't disregard.
Are policing
I
downtown?
believe that. I
Right,
believe that.
and we have this increasing coverage area. Other areas are filling in their coverage areas, so we need police in other spots.
So then I'm going to ask you another question about downtown. So do you think current administration, obviously it won't always be that way, do you think they're looking at this point now and be like, look, we're going to go through a low point, which is now, maybe, knowing that in 10 years we can look back and say we needed to do this now because we're creating what is happening 10 years from now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the mayor won't be here.
No.
So,
No.
Buddy Dyer. will
Mayor
be gone.
Dyer, as I call him.
Mhm.
I call him Mr. Mayor when I see him.
Do you really?
I do, yeah.
I say John Buddy Dyer. He hates it. It's just I don't know what's going to happen. So someone's going to come into this in the middle of it, and it's either going to be someone like Ortiz,
Next year.
who doesn't hate what he's doing, or former police guy, right? Was he a chief or just an officer?
I think he was just. I don't want to say just an officer, but yeah, I don't think he was a chief or anything. He might have been up there, but not chief.
I feel like he's on board with this vision of the new downtown. I can't recall him speaking out necessarily against it. Anna Escamani, who knows what she's going to do when she comes in.
Has anybody asked her about downtown?
About downtown in general? Can we have her on soon?
We could.
And
If we're going to do it, we should probably have all of them on that are running, to be fair.
We have a year of that, right?
Yeah, we can spread it out. It doesn't have to be back to back to back.
Why not?
I mean, I don't know.
Ortiz will be an interesting interview because he's like on that network of mayors.
Yeah, I'm sure if I followed all of them all the time, I might know the answer, but I don't know their vision of downtown.
Let's have Anna on. We could have. She's been on here before. She filled in for me a long time ago.
And that was a long time ago. Yeah.
I know she listens to us. Or she at least follows the shine.
Somebody does on her team, right?
Yeah,
just AI.
She's helped with. She helped me with a couple of stories recently, the Swan story and the Sloth story.
But it's a legitimate question for anybody running for Orlando mayor. Like, what is your plan for downtown? If you don't agree or you do agree with what's going on currently,
what's going on?
What is your vision and how do you get to that vision?
Yeah, I'd love to hear because if again, since Buddy's not going to be here, somebody will step in, and so either they're going to continue,
or
this
be like,
work,
this ain't working,
or shift it, right? And if. But what happens?
I'm going to get shifted because
shift
anybody who comes in is not going to want to do the same thing, because if it fails, they're going to be like, well, why didn't you make your own decisions?
Unless that's what they're running on.
Maybe
Ortiz, wants.
But who wants a dead downtown? That doesn't make any. That
nobody's
doesn't help
advocating. Nobody's advocating for a dead downtown.
But I think if you were to ask the average person in Orlando and Orange County, you'd say, do you like downtown and is it doing well?
But
they would all say no.
Because the average person isn't aware of the narrative that it's in transition. Also, that's not.
I've never heard the city say that. We're in transition right now.
That is interesting, actually, and maybe that's what's missing.
Just be honest
from them.
Maybe.
Is
Just
be
like,
honest that, and we haven't heard that. We haven't heard the final vision of what we want it to be. We've heard neighborhood, and we've heard family friendly. That's great.
I mean, I'm
but
not
what
opposed
does it
to either
look
of
like
those.
in between, and what's the process in between, and then what are those action points to get to that end phase? We haven't heard that, and I haven't heard like a concentrated effort from DDB about. Cool, we have this slush fund that we use to pay people to subsidize them to have a business downtown. But what is their active game plan to make that happen? Are they recruiting specific businesses to come in downtown?
That I don't
Or are they
think
just
so.
reacting to the ones that are coming and then they're giving them that money to open up? Because I feel like that's what happened with Noodle & Co. or whatever, Noodles on Noodles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, coming from where I grew up, like, when I was in my 20s, downtown Detroit was a ghost town. The main drag, Woodward, there was nothing there.
So what was the active? Did it just kind of naturally come
No.
back?
It was not natural. It was city leadership saying we are going. Actually, it was probably two things. It's probably a whole thesis, but the things that I would point to, it's city leadership, but there was also some business people that said, look, we believe in downtown and we're going to buy the buildings and we're going to turn them into stuff and we're going to fix them up and we're going to make it how we want to make it. And they've done that, but there's a lot of people working together.
But that's what they're kind of. So, like, I thought when the city bought the one North Orange, one South Orange building right next to Wall Street, it's an old bank. It's been empty for, I don't know, 20 years, 30 years. It's beautiful, but nothing's in there. There's no parking. I thought with them buying it, they were going to lead the charge and activate it themselves. Not the case. They put out calls for proposals from other companies to suggest what to put in it, which I think is lazy as hell. Do you not have a vision for this? Why did you buy it then? You just bought it so that you could put in something else and subsidize something to go in? Why don't you come up with your own plan?
I mean, I know, going back to Detroit, there's people that work down there. I think there's companies that said, we're going to make our office employees work down here, and thousands of employees had to come down there and work, and it made it cool, and it made restaurants busy, and it made bars busy. Plus there's a lot of sports down there, so teams would play, they'd go to games, they'd come out of those places, have drinks, stay for dinner, all those things.
Yes.
And I know some of that stuff doesn't seem to happen. When you think of a Magic game, I think people park, go to the game, they leave. They don't do a lot of hanging out. Even soccer.
We talked about this, Dr. Phillips. Those people are going to Dr. Phillips.
They leave. Yeah.
Maybe they'll go to Crest. Maybe they'll go to Bohemian.
So how do you
but
get
they're not
those
coming
people
into the downtown bubble.
So how do you get those people to stay? So
when they know it's safe.
Safety is an important thing.
Yeah.
But
when they don't have to interact with a non-white homeless person.
But I'm going back to Detroit. You don't think there's non-white homeless people?
No, but
in
what was the
Detroit?
tipping point before it was okay for them to come downtown?
I mean, once again, I think it took leadership to push people to come downtown. But there was
I
always
need to see the plan. I need to see the action items that they've identified. I don't want to hear any more about how they've identified different boroughs in downtown where it could be different neighborhood nodes one day in the future. Nobody wants to hear that. I want to hear, who are you recruiting to replace these empty places downtown that you've made empty through your anti-nightclub policies.
I will say, we can move on to another topic. Going back to where I grew up, there were things to do in downtown Detroit that you could not do anywhere else. I think that's a big difference too.
Yeah.
Meaning like events, restaurants, bars. Like I had to go downtown.
And now they're like, that's why Disney Springs and City Walk do well, right? Because they've downtown Winter Garden at one point, right? Not right now, where they have shops, they have experiences that you can't get anywhere else. The Crooked Can Brewing food hall, right? That's unique in that area. That's why downtown Winter Garden has become the downtown for West Orange County. They're all going there. Because you can't, if you live in Davenport, you're not hanging out in downtown Davenport. You're going to Winter Garden.
Well, like there's an electronic music festival in Detroit on Memorial Day every year, and it draws thousands of people.
Yeah.
But it's only downtown Detroit. I can't go to some suburb and do that. So what's downtown Orlando event wise that I can only do there? There's a few things, but I just don't think that's a global thing that's going to draw.
And they actually,
somebody.
they at one point were getting active. They were getting paid by DD, like when I did my pigeon thing. They were getting paid to activate downtown with fun art things. They lost that contract to United Arts, which United Arts is now operating as like a firm. When did that happen? When did they become a firm that's doing their own activations versus just funding things? I find that interesting. And then, because I don't think of them as a creative agency, right?
I mean,
they
grow
have to
and
outsource
become
to
it,
people who are doing that. Like the window thing. I did a window for them, and I heard it. They were just talking it up in a thing at City Hall yesterday, but like I wasn't asked to participate in that. It's just a little weird. Anyway, I did have a really interesting. There's a good interview up right now. With the head of space tourism programming.
I didn't get a chance to see this, but I saw the photo.
Rosen Hospitality. So your wife, Leanne, sent me this link. Rosen Hospitality College or whatever.
Yes.
They have, UCF, they have a space tourism program.
Love it. I want to go.
And they're teaching people about space tourism. And it's actually, I thought, what is this fluff elective that they have, but it's a real full-blown amazing program, and they're talking about how, because space travel has always been just infamously utilitarian. Scientists don't need fluffy couches or anything to sit on in space, but now with billionaires going into space, how do you make it more habitable? Right, more palatable, more
hotels in space.
I guess that's part of it, right? What does a hotel in space look? What does a long-term stay in space look like? Because
good question.
A lot of these things are getting funded through billionaire private dollars, right? So if you're flying people up to go to the space station so you can bring up a new part, how do you make it? These are billionaires who sit on golden toilets, right? If they got to poop in a bag, how do you make it an
that's a whole class? That's a whole class, or a whole?
And actually, everybody going through Rosen Hospitality has to take at least 2 courses about this, thinking about the future, thinking about what does food look like in the future, and it's a really fun out of box way to make people use their brains, and I couldn't help but be inspired by the conversation. So go check out that interview that I did with Dr. Amy Gregory. She's the endowed chair of space tourism programming and initiatives at Rosen College of Hospitality Management, and she represents the college on the UCF Space Council, which is super interesting too. Nikki's Place has a new menu. Shout out
were
to
there.
Nikki, or Shania, right, for their new menu.
Yeah, she goes by both.
Just because she's smart.
But we went and got their. They got a whole new menu, but we went and got
Fried
not a whole new menu.
catfish.
We got a catfish sandwich.
But they're rolling out a whole new menu. We got a preview of it. If you want to see pictures of it,
It was
you can
great.
check it out on our socials. But that catfish was fantastic.
It was very, very good.
So shout out to her. We love her, and I love that restaurant. Winter Park is hosting a photo contest right now. If you want to participate in the Winter Park Nature Photography Contest through the month of June, go take some pictures of nature, not people in the bathroom.
Peacocks, right?
Yeah,
do
but
some
don't
peacock.
peek at
Oh, all right, all right.
in public restrooms. You'll get in
Oh yeah,
trouble.
there you go.
You'll get in trouble. Another spacey interview I did was with the top, the chef Maria Colon Cabrera at Galaxy's Edge. She is a Star Wars chef. She's doing all the Star Wars food programming at Disney, and I got to interview her about what that looks like because the new Mandalorian and Grogu movie came out.
Did you go see it?
Not yet.
I didn't see it.
I'm gonna. I love the show.
I watched the first season, but I haven't watched any of the other ones.
That's
yet.
insane. It's so good.
All right, well, all right.
It's probably one of the best Star Wars series,
Okay.
and I watched
mean,
all of them.
all right, it was fine.
What?
I thought it was just fine.
It's like a Western.
Yeah, but I thought every episode was like they're together, they get in trouble, something happens, they get
Amazing.
rescued, and then they do it all over
There's
again
more
the next
of an
episode.
arc in the next
All right,
season.
maybe the other ones are better. I just
Yeah.
felt like every episode was like we're in trouble, we get saved, we get out of
Yeah,
trouble.
but that's like the spaghetti Western.
just after a
format.
while, I was like, I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm-
You're not worried about little Grogu getting hurt?
No,
or
I think
something?
he'll be all right.
You want to see him use his force powers?
It was fun the first season. I fell off.
Oh my gosh,
We gotta go.
We're out of time.
We gotta go.
I'm going to roll over because Orange County wants to open a baseball softball micro school at Cheney Elementary, and I know you like baseball, so
I do.
I wanted
We'll
to
talk
hear what
about
you
it
thought
next
about
week.
it.
All right. Thank you to Blackbird Comics for
Let us
having
pop
us.
up.
And we'll see you guys next week.
From the theme parks to downtown brick streets, from winter garden to sandy bare feet, everywhere the light touches is our kingdom. We're spilling tea